Okay, our class is being recorded, and this is the book that we study together. It's called book 600 words for TOEIC and TOEIC. The first word today is contracts. Let's start. Contract. Okay, contract. And here it goes. We have the word contract. Two kinds of contract: means paper, paper-based contracts and computer-based contract. So right here, if you work in a company, what kind of contract do you prefer? Do you like, Miss An? If you work in
yes, as current in my company, we use two kind of contract based papers and computer based contract also. We have the system like the system. We have upload the approved computer based contract to the system. Besides that, we also save the paper based contract in documentary files.
Yes. Okay, so right here, I got everything from you saying. There are two kinds of contracts in your company. First, paper-based. Second, computer-based. For paper-based, you need to keep it, okay, and in a room. And if you keep the paper-based contracts in a room, what kind of room is it? Do you remember the name of the department for you to keep the paper-based contracts?
Yeah, in my companies, the admin department will keep on the documentary. Yeah, something like the contract. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. We usually use the word admin for everything. Or the long word. Do you remember the long word for admin? What is the long word for admin?
Administration department.
This is called administration department. Okay, so right here, first we have the word contract. Second, we have the word like contractor. Contract and contractor. So here, contractor and contract are not connected to each other. So right here, if we work in a construction company, or if we work in construction field, we are going to have the contractor. Okay, so let's make a situation. If you build a house, or if you build a company or an office for yourself, do you think you should hire a contractor? Should we hire a contractor?
Yeah.
Okay, so show me Miss An. Contractor. Yeah. If you hire a contractor, you are going to protect what? If you hire a contractor, you are going to work in a frame. You have the word like work in a frame. Work in a frame. People usually say that framework.
Framework.
So, for example, if I work, I need a framework. It's like what kind of regulations? What kind of regulations should I? Sorry, what kind of
labor?
Should I abide by? Abide by. So right here, the first word today is contract, and the second word that we need to go through is the word abide by. So let's speak. Let's speak, Miss An. For right now, if you go to work, do you want to stick to the framework? Do you want to stick to the framework? Stick to. It means whatever you
do
do,
the framework. I think it depends on the situation. Some important or some kind of project of deployment plans, we have to stick on the framework to make sure we follow a step of the framework at the given timeline. But in some cases, the proposal we have to add in the creative mindset in your plan. I think it's based on the situation. Some work you have to follow the framework, but some work we have to add in the creative concept into the work. And if you follow 100% exactly 100% framework, it will conflict with the thinking out of the box. You cannot create it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's depend on the work. Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, we use the word like if we stick to the framework, we cannot get out of the box. And if we stick to, okay, we use the word stick to, not stick on. So if we stick to the framework too much, we cannot be that creative. Everybody needs productivity. Productivity. We need productivity whenever we do whatever we do something. For example, you say that we need to be creative. Always be creative at work to get to push the best productivity. So people in company, like boss of the company or the managers or the management department, they want us to stick to the framework because they want us to control. They want to control us, and they want us to be controlled. Okay, in the company. And if we stick to the framework too much, we cannot push. We cannot push the productivity. And we always stay in the box. And this kind of framework is Asian framework, because right now we are living in the Asian countries, and we need to stick to the framework because everybody in Asian countries want to feel safe. So when you speak, we try to create the result and the causes. It's like if you stick to the framework, what is going to happen? The good part here, you say that you cannot be that creative, and you always have to live inside a box, and you cannot explore yourself more. So right here, we are speaking of the word productivity, and we have the word like explore. Explore myself, explore yourself. Always stay in the box. So what is it about the box here? What is it about the limits? What is it about the boundaries? Okay, boundaries. Boundaries. So here, let's explore this branch of ideas. You say that we always stay in the box, and if I stay in the box, I feel safe. And safety is going to kill safety. Of course, safety is the best feeling ever, but safety kills. Safety certainly kills creativity. And we need to develop, we need to build, we need to construct. I see that Ms. An, you use the word develop a lot in your speaking. It's before we develop something, we need to have it as foundation. So if you want to have something, you need to build. But people, when they study English, they use the word build a lot. So instead of building, you can use the word construct or establish. So the very first step we need to do is we need to construct, or we need to establish creativity mindset. Okay, so right here, let's explore more. What about you, Miss Anne? Right now, when you work, do you need to be framed? Do you need to be framed by the framework of the company? Right here, I have the action verb frame. I can say that people frame me. People frame me in the box of framework. So right here we have the word frame as an action and framework as a noun in English. So when you work here in Vietnam, how do you feel about the framework? How do you feel about the working environment? Do people frame you in the box of framework? And do you feel like your creativity mindset is killed? Yeah, so what about you, Mizan? What about you? Yeah, people frame you in the box of framework. And do you think your creativity mindset is being killed?
Maybe I share with you, it depends on the job, and I'm very flexible when I work in the job. The job into is we have to follow the procedure. We have write and develop the framework to everything, to everybody to follow the framework to make sure we meet the basics as standard. But alongside the framework we have to review evaluation, which is have to be improved for the better performance, and we have to add in the creativity in the framework to make sure we have the better framework. Yeah, that means we have combined the framework and creativity during my job as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for your ideas, Miss An. And first, you used the word flexible. Everybody needs to be flexible, and
Yeah.
our flexibility is trained by us, okay, by ourselves. Nobody trains us, okay, to be flexible. We need to learn the lesson by ourselves. So let's speak of flexibility. What should you do to train yourself, okay, to have flexibility? What should you do to train yourself, train somebody to do something, to train yourself to establish, please use the word establish, flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility. Yeah.
What should we do?
I used to train myself to establish my flexibility by adapting. I have to understand the current situation, understand my partner, and understand my working culture. So that I have adapt myself flexibility to make sure I have the good cooperation with my partner.
Yeah, so right here, first of all, we use the word understand. You said that you need to understand the situation. Instead of using understand, you can say that you need to get a hold, okay? Get a hold of the situation. Everybody needs to get a hold of the situation. It means we try to get a situation in hand. I need to get a situation
Get
in
a
hand.
hold of situation.
Get a hold of.
Get a hold of situation.
Yes, to understand, okay. Or you can say that I need to comprehend. I need to comprehend the situation. And we need to comprehend, but it's like this. Everything is two-sided. The first, okay, one side or two-sided. Where I here, I use the word like one-sided, okay, one-sided or two-sided. If you say one-sided, two-sided, if you say that you need to understand the situation, get a hold of the situation. So is it one-sided, okay, understanding or two-sided understanding? So people in Vietnam, in Asian countries, everything is performed in one-sided understanding, one-sided comprehension. So it's like students study. Students will not feel brave enough to question the teachers back. So that is one-sided understanding. The teacher, whatever the teacher teaches, the students understands, the student comprehends, but we don't know whether the students understands us in the right way or not. So that is one-sided comprehension. But when you go to work, everybody needs to be double-checked. It's like, oh, do you understand what I said? For example, did you get it? So that is two-sided.
Yeah, two-sided and comprehension. That means a two-way communication, right?
Yes,
two-way.
Okay,
two-way communication.
So if the difference right here,
communication.
The difference right here is if you use the word two, if you use the phrase two-way communication, people will understand everything about communication, everything related to communication, like one side asks and the other side will answer. But right here, we don't speak of communication matters. We speak of the way that we understand, the way that we think about something. So if we speak of the way that we think, the way that our concept about something, whether it is right or wrong, we will use the word comprehension. The difference between comprehension and communication is like this. If you use the word two-sided comprehension, it means people know that, oh, you understand, and you are going to ask get other people to test whether they understand you or whether you understand them in the right way or not. But if you use the word communication, people will understand, oh, they are in the conversation. One asked and one answer, and the other way around. So that is it. The difference between comprehension and communication is like this. So let's get back to the brand map. We are speaking of flexibility. Flexibility, in the way that we think, in the way that we comprehend things. Because right here, we speak of the contractor. Contractor here, why do we need to hire a contractor? People in Vietnam work in a firm a lot because they belong to the company. All the benefits come to the pocket of the company. So we need to work in a firm. But some people, they are very flexible. They work in a firm to satisfy the company's bosses, but they also flexibly change their behaviors or change their plans in order to suit them. That is the reason why people still get their own benefits when they work in a company. They adapt to all kinds of changes and they still get benefits and they also serve the company very well. And of course, they satisfy the framework. Okay, so right here, you speak of flexibility. So what about two-sided comprehension? What should you do to perform two-sided comprehension, Miss An? What should you do?
Yes, I have to listen. I have a good listener. The second, I have to communicate the information with each other and make clear on the information if in case I don't understand totally. Yeah, and I can make a question to clarify the information in detail with my partner.
Yes, Miss An, thank you so much. So right here, say that first, you need to be you need to be a good listener.
Good listener.
To be a good listener, because you say that you need to a good listener. We have like a noun, action verb, and ADJ in English. So if you use two, you need to have an action verb. That is why we say that I need to be a good listener or I need to listen well. So right here, the difference here is the grammar. Second, we need to communicate. Communicate, not communicate. Okay, communicate well. Communicate clear. Okay, communicate well, or we can say that you need to transfer. Okay, transfer information accurately. Transfer information accurately, or people love to use this word exchange information. Exchange information, okay, accurately or correctly. What is the difference between transfer information and exchange information, Miss Ann? What is the difference? What is the difference?
What is the difference between the transfer information and exchange information, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the transfer information is very it is very in the basic way. That is, you basic to get the information from the other, and you transfer the information by the forward or something like that. But exchange the information is in the proactive way. You have to get the information and you have to make it more clearly by clarify the information with your partner. And you, during the conversation, you have to exchange the information sharply and correctly.
Yes, okay, that's it. So first, transfer, it is one-sided, one side. Yeah, sided in information process. We have the word like information process. So if you use the word like transfer information, transfer, that is only one-sided. I transfer it to you and that is it, the end of the process. But if you use the word exchange, that is two-sided. So, okay, the key here, we need to practice the word one-sided and two-sided because we just studied with each other the word one-sided and two-sided, okay, just moments ago. That is the reason why we need to apply these two words into the situation. And if you use the word exchange, it's like exchanging process. So you give and I receive and I give it back to you. That is exchange. So let's stay here. Exchange, exchangeable. Exchangeable. Yeah, and we have the word like unexchangeable. Unexchangeable. That is a very long word. So here, okay, so let's practice. This is the way that we develop the grammar. We need to make everything, okay, in a verbal context. I exchange information because I need to double check whether I understand you in the right way. Yeah, because I need to be flexible whenever I interact with my students or my customers. So here, exchange. What should you do to exchange the information in a right way, Miss Ann? What should you do to exchange the information in a right way?
To exchange the information in the right way, you have to understand your partner, and maybe I think it's understand your partner, and I think it's the method, the ways of communication is very important. You have to, I refer the face-to-face approach, yeah, to make sure we can totally understand what the information we take in from the speaker.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for your ideas. First,
Yeah.
understand is a very common word. Everybody uses the word understand. Instead of using the word understand, we need to make our English smoother by using different words. So it's like
Yeah.
I try to get my
Yeah.
my partner. Okay, so the ways of communication are very essential. First, direct communication. You can use the word like direct communication.
Direct.
Yeah.
Yes,
or
yeah, direct,
communication.
indirect communication.
Yes. Okay. Next,
Communication.
instead of using the word make sure, you can use the word
Guarantee.
guarantee or
Guarantee.
assure,
Assure.
or
Assure.
ensure.
Ensure.
Yeah. Oh,
Guarantee.
yeah.
Guarantee.
And in Vietnam, we have a brand of milk which is very famous and popular.
Yeah, Ensure is very
Yeah,
famous.
Ensure. Yeah.
Milk, and I used to drink a lot. Yeah.
Yes, very
Ensure,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, very good, Miss An. And this is the action verb. So this is not the name of the brand of milk. So this is the action verb. It should be pronounced ensure, not ensure. Okay, ensure,
Ensure.
Yeah, that's it.
Ensure.
Ensure. So right here, yeah, let's move to the word exchangeable. Ways of communication. Ways of communication needs to be exchangeable. Sorry. So right here, ways of communication need to be exchangeable. It means that if I use direct communication today, tomorrow I can flexibly change to indirect communication because of the bad weather. Nobody wants to directly meet the customers when the weather is raining, or nobody wants to delay any kinds of meetings just because the weather is raining. So we need everything needs to be flexible and exchangeable. It's like if I give it to you, you can give it back to me. That is exchangeable. So right here, ways of communications are exchangeable. It means today I perform direct meetings. Tomorrow I still be able to perform indirect meetings. Or today you buy a course, and tomorrow I can give you another course because this course is not suitable for you. It's too basic, for example. So you can say that, oh, the courses or the programs here are exchangeable. If you want it, you can buy it. But if you don't want it, you can change to another program that is exchangeable. So whenever you use the word able, don't pronounce able, because if you say that able, that is another grammar. It's like I am able to speak to you. I am unable to speak to you because of the weather, for example. So able is another grammar that is can, but exchange when able goes with the word. Please remember the right pronunciation of it, which is exchangeable. So right here, Miss An, let's talk about your life right now. So at this moment, what is exchangeable in your life? What is it that you can get it and you can give it back without any costs? What is it? You get it, give it back.
Exchangeable. Can you translate it in Vietnamese for the exchangeable?
Exchangeable, Vietnamese able, that is có thể, có thể.
Trao đổi hả?
Yeah, có thể trả lại.
Không, mình dịch sao mà cho nó nó Vietnamese có thể trao đổi được đó hả?
Yeah, yes, that is it. Có thể trả được, có thể trao đổi được.
Trao đổi được.
Có thể trao đổi qua lại được.
Qua lại được.
Yes.
Yes.
So what is it in your life that is exchangeable at this moment?
Exchangeable. I think I think in some way I can take an example like that is in my life when my friend give me some gift I will find another way to give back to my friend by another products. I think this is exchangeable ways. This is okay or not?
Yeah, that is it, Miss An. And one thing in business, that is refund.
I refund.
Yes, refund. And one action in our daily life, that is fetch, fetch, fetch. So yeah, if we refund a product, it means, yeah, I don't want this product anymore. I want to get my money back, and they still
Yeah.
refund. Okay, so refunding is also a form of, okay, exchangeable process of fetch. It's like okay, somebody pick you up at this place, and they're going to drop you off, okay, at another place. So they have to go to pick you up, and then they have to drive you to the right place, and they need to drop you off at the right place. So that is fetch. It's like you will fetch your children to school. So if you said that I fetch my children to school, people are going to understand that you take your children get to school, and then you come back home, and then you wait, and then you pick your children up at school, and then you drive your children back home. So that is fetch. You take them there, you pick them up, you wait, and you get them back. So that is fetch in English. So right now, Miss An, in your life right now, do you need to fetch anyone to school or anyone to work? Do you need to fetch anyone to school or anyone to work?
No, I go along.
No, you go along. So if
Yes.
if you feel too tired, or if you feel too exhausted that day, will you order a Grab? Okay, will you order a Grab to go? Will you order a Grab to go?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so
Sometimes.
yeah, sometimes, yeah. So we can say that GRAB, that is Grab service. Grab
Yeah.
service is like fetching service. They fetch us there, and they are going to take us, okay, back home based on, okay, the software. So right here, let's move to the word unexchangeable. Unexchangeable. Let's talk about marriage.
But yeah, I try to understand why you get the facts in this situation. It's not relevant. Why?
Oh, you want to? Oh, I understand. Here, I understand your question.
Yeah. What is fact and refund? Not the relevant. I
Yeah.
don't see the link. The link
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Okay. So right here,
Why?
if you study English, or if you study a word in English, we have
Yeah.
two ways to understand the word. The first way
Yeah.
is the original meaning. So right here, if you want to exchange something, you need to have two things. I give you this, and you give me the other thing. That is the original meaning. And the second meaning, that is out of the box, thinking out of the box. Exchangeable based on the terms of refunding. It means that I have the product, you have my money, so I want to exchange my product with, okay, the money again. So
Yeah.
we have the word like exchange, action verb exchange. A would be whatever A or B are, okay, they don't okay, we don't need to be detailed. It depends on the situation. So if I use the word refund in the term of it's exchangeable, it means that I already ordered the product, and you already have my money. So right here, I don't want the product anymore. I will exchange the product with my money again. Give me back my money, you get your products back. That is also exchanging process. But sometimes when you search, okay, the word in the dictionary, they only give you the original meaning of the word, the original definition. They do not give you the situation in life. So right here, we think out of the box, but in the right way. It's like exchangeable, refund, money and products, okay, are on the scale. Products back, money back. I want to exchange my products with money. That is it. And right here, fetch here in the terms of exchangeable. It's like we are speaking of people at two, okay, as two destinations, So right here, okay, we speak of home, okay, and the school, home and school. So two destinations. First, I fetch you to school. You only use one word. I fetch you to school. If you fetch me to school, I say that, oh, I want to exchange, okay, the first destination with the second destination. First destination here, home. I don't want to go home anymore. Please get me to school. So right here, exchange destination 1 with the destination 2. Destination 1, home. Destination 2, school. So that
in this situation, we can use the chain. In this situation, we can use the word change thay đổi, change this location to this another location. I think I get not familiar with the exchangeable in this situation in transportation. Exchangeable is I mean is the word is not the popular for this case.
Oh, you think it's not popular, but it's used in okay. Let me show you the situation for change and exchange. If you use
I used to use in the money not in the transportation.
Okay, so no, the two words are also used in the transportation too, but in in the situation like this, if you use the word change, okay, I want to change, okay, the destination, okay, home. I want to go to the restaurant, or I want to go to another place. If you use the word change, you give the people, okay, you give people the kind of feeling like you don't feel good at that destination. When you use the word change, everybody understand your mood, your emotions, your feelings change. When you use the action word change, it has the emotion inside. Yeah, but if you use the word exchange, it's like emotions, okay, are not included here. Here, okay, I give the situation has two people. First, okay, person that say that I give you only two places, school and home. And if you exchange home with school, it means that you need to go to school. But if you exchange school with home, you need to go home. So you need to choose either cases. You need to choose in two cases. But if you use the word change, it means you have okay, the upper place. You are on the upper place. You change. You actively change. But if you use the word exchange, you passively exchange. People decide the options for you. You cannot choose. They give you two places. They give you two destinations. That is it. You can only exchange from 1 to B, or you can exchange from B to from 1 to 2, or you can exchange from 2 to 1. That is it. But if you use the word change, it means you can change it with everything. You can change it with all kinds of destinations that you want. So when you use the word change, first, people know that you actively choose it for yourself. Second, okay, it's optional. It's optional. It means you can give yourself many choices. When you use the word change, nobody says that you only have two destinations. You only have home and school, only two places for you to go, just like children, just like students. That is it. If you use the word change, that is it. But if you will use the word exchange, it means, okay, it means you need to be in the situation which is very unpleasant, passively, okay, and you need to listen to other people, listen to other people's choices. They give you two choices, and that is it. You have no options. You cannot give yourself any options. That is the difference between exchange and change. When you change something, you give yourself options, as many as possible, but you exchange. You only have two things, two items, two matters. Exchange A with B or exchange B with A. People in this conversation, only two people, they will understand, okay, what are you speaking of? Only two items, only two matters. But if you use the word change, you can come up with any matters that you want. That is the difference. And here in the terms of exchangeable, if you use fetch in the terms of exchangeable, I also give you again the detailed, the particular specific destinations. Only two destinations, home and school. In the conversation, like, oh, mother wants you to go to school, first place. Mother wants you to come back home, second place. No other places. in a day. So that is it. So you can say that, oh, my destinations today are unexchangeable. My destination today are unexchangeable. I cannot go anywhere. I can only go to these two places, come back and go. That is it. So that is the difference between change and exchange, and the difference between exchangeable and unexchangeable. So right here, Miss, after listening to me, if you have any ideas or any misunderstandings or any things that you feel like get block your thinking, please share with me. So what is it, Miss? Do you have any things to share?
Yeah. Let I share with you. Today is my first class. Is the trial class. So
Oh,
I expect you have to read me the overall, the flow of the lesson and the
yeah.
outcome.
Yes.
More than the jump directly many non-stop in the lesson, so that I can imagine what is happening in the flow.
No,
Yeah,
this is not
the
oh no. This brand map is developed 50% on the keywords and 50% on the knowledge of the students. This brand map is
Yeah.
not like flowing. No, it
Yeah.
has limitation, and it has the end. So right here, we just stop at two things right here. You understand the grammar and you understand the differences. And right here, unexchangeable, we have the situation for it, that is marriage. And let's
Yeah. Let I share with you. That is enough today. I can understand. I can learn about the vocabularies and how to use vocabulary. That's all. That's all, right?
No, not okay, not yet. Because right here we just finished what unexchangeable in marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just finished the unexchangeable marriage. Here we speak of the relationship under the license of the law. So right here, if you say that unexchangeable marriage, it means that you cannot exchange your marriage with anything. People, people like, I want to get married and I can get divorced, and then we exchange my marriage with money. So it's like if you have lots of money and you want to marry that man, but that man already has a wife and his wife is very poor, so you can say that, oh, I can make him exchange his marriage with money. He gets the money, he divorces his wife, and he's going to marry me. So that is exchangeable marriage. And unexchangeable marriage, it means that, okay, you have lots of money, you love that man, but that man also loves you, for example, but he is not going to give up his old wife for you. So you cannot use your money, to impact him. You cannot ask him to exchange his marriage with money. So that is called unexchangeable. So right here, you see, the keywords. Then these keywords has the situations for you to practice. If you don't, you cannot practice the words in the situation. It means that you only understand the words and you cannot use the words in your daily life English. So the matters right here, if you study words, you only understand the definition, the type of the word. That is it. That is that is like 50% learner. That is not 100% learner. So right here, you just finish, the word change and exchange, based on the word refund. And here, the keywords here, exchange, exchangeable, unexchangeable. It has the form of grammar. When you go to school in Vietnam, like, secondary or high school, they teach you like noun, action, verb, adj, adjective,